welcome to the 12 Games of Christmas, or whatever non-denominational holiday you celebrate. Today we're taking a look at a free game on Steam. I don't know, I looked up Christmas games. Actually, I think I just punched in Christmas into Steam, and this showed up. So, we're gonna take a look at it. It's called Yuligans, I think? So let's just take a look.
Let's take a look.
You can play it co-op, so we're gonna try that out, see what it's like. So essentially you get multiple characters. I'm gonna be a character, Adam's gonna be a character. So I'm gonna be first player. I'm gonna pick this girl looking character.
And I'm gonna pick the elf with glasses. It's the beginning of November. Christmas is practically here.
It's not the beginning of November. We're like
It is in this game.
December.
It says 8 weeks till Christmas. Up in the North Pole, winter comes early, and we're all just waking up from our year-long nap.
What? They all just this is the plot? They all nap all year?
Until November. Then they work like shit and then go back to sleep. It's only 8 weeks until the big night. Will we be ready, or will there be another year without a Santa Claus?
What do you mean another year?
I was going to say, you guys failed a lot. Wow.
So I guess from what we could tell from just poking around, we kind of like build up stats, and it's kind of like a story kind of thing or something. So I don't know. What do I want to do?
Where do you want to go?
Santa's workshop. I'm going to play test new toys.
Spend the week testing out the toys Santa invented last year. Do your best to make sure nothing is wrong with them. You gain 2 jolly and are paid 1 gumdrop.
Ooh.
Ghost of Christmas Present is visiting to give feedback on all the recent creations. Seeing the next season's hot items is for their sibling, but Present has an eye for what's cool right now. As they go through everyone's work, they're appreciative and give constructive feedback. And if anyone is interested, they say, I offer individual sessions going over the trends of today for only a few gumdrops. I mean, you only have 1. So I'm assuming you can't even do the other one if you wanted to.
Unless I get 2 gumdrops.
I don't know. You scoff at the idea of needing help from a ghost.
That's not what I wanted to do.
You stand at home trying to draw toys on your whiteboard, conjuring ideas from your mind. Sometime after midnight, you realize coming up with ideas is harder than it looks. You're groggy from the last sleep for the rest of the week.
Oh.
You lose 1 speedy.
Oh. Well, I didn't have one, so
This
apparently you
game
can't go
seems
below 0.
very, like, old school text adventure kind of thing, where it's like, oh, you do this, but then this happens. It seems very interesting, and I don't know, just interesting. We'll see we'll have to see how it goes. Let's go to the Soda Jerk. Let's clean. Spend the week on your hands and knees cleaning up the sticky residue left behind by the Jerk's signature drinks. You gain 1 speedy, 1 strong, and are paid 1 gumdrop.
Ooh.
Front door to the Soda Jerk gives you some resistance as you try to enter one day. With a hefty shove, you tumble through, landing with a thud on the Merry Christmas mat. The lights are dim, save for what's coming in the door you've left wide open. Only a single small group sits around a table next to the jukebox. All with a copy of From Naughty to Nice, a 12-step program in their hands.
What?
Among them, Jack Frost and Mrs. Claus shoot you alarmed looks. As you move to shut the door, a closed for book club sign visibly hangs from it. How did you not see that before? Wordlessly, you are pulled into the group and a copy of the book is shoved into your hands. Jack Frost continues what you seem to have interrupted. And so, without realizing it, I had frozen the mug to his hand. I just wanted to cool the drink as a prank, I swear. The group grumbles their disapproval. A snowkin raises their hand and reads a passage from the book on how pranks are never nice. Jack Frost quietly apologizes before sitting back down, the group clapping just as quietly.
What kind of book club is this?
I mean, it sounds more like AA of a sort, of like naughty AA.
It's not a book club.
Mrs. Claus
This is
swears you to
AA.
secrecy following a story she tells shortly after. Surely we cannot share the truth about her family recipes here. The circle of naughty stories being told lands on you. You stammer out something about how you thoughtlessly interrupted this very meeting. Your admission is met with thunderous applause. There were probably worse stories you could have told, but hey. You got 1 nice, so who is to complain? Let's not forget the midwinter feast. Once Santa is awake, he's going to be terribly hungry. Milk and cookies won't do.
Just
It's my turn.
as a bit of a fill in, because I realized where our camera is, you can't see it. In the top left corner, there's a cute little banner that says 7 weeks till Christmas. So apparently we've lost a week. And also there are a couple options. Soda Jerk, which is where Adam just went, and the
Soda
Museum
Jerk,
of Christmas.
Museum of Christmas, Elf's Workshop, Abominable Woods, Claus's Kitchen, Santa's Workshop, Elf Jam, and Krampus's Shack.
Oh, I wonder if you're going first this time because you got Speedy last time.
Oh, maybe. I'm going to the kitchen. I'm going to bake. You spend the week baking goodies. Some will go to the elves as they get back into the swing of things. Some will be saved for the midwinter feast. And some you'll keep for yourself. You gain 1 speedy, 1 creative, and are paid 1 gumdrop. The scent of chocolate wafts through the entire kitchen. You follow your nose to Mrs. Claus as she pours chunks of pretzel and marshmallow into freshly made fudge batter.
That sounds good.
Krampus's favorite, she winks. The mixed batter is poured into a pan and put away into the fridge to set. Hours go by as you wait for the fudge to be completed. You realize it isn't yours, but the aroma haunts you. When Mrs. Claus comes back to check on the gift, she's surprised to find you. I will offer to deliver. You've positioned yourself to be alone with the fudge. That was not my intent. I just didn't want to steal from Krampus. You know, you shouldn't have. That scent made you weak. About half the fudge you're left with makes it to Krampus. He looks happy but keeps eye contact with you for a time. It's a little light this year. You gain 1 naughty.
I love that you chose that option trying to be nice.
I know, I feel like
when
we were trying to kind of figure out how this game works, we did a couple things here and there, and like it does seem like there are some decisions like that where it's like, oh, I want to choose this because it's good, and then it's like, oh, well, fuck you, it backfires.
Yeah, so it seems, I'm guessing, since it said 8 weeks till Christmas and every action we do takes a week, that essentially we get to take 8 actions.
Seemingly, yeah.
So
I don't know what the end goal is. We'll find out when we get there.
Yeah, we'll see. It seems like technically we could do 1 of each.
Yeah, or possibly go back to the same one.
So I'm going to the Elves Workshop and I'm going to make toys.
Do it.
Or should I move presents?
I don't know.
I mean, make toys sounds like what's the useful thing to do.
It does.
But what if I need things for it and I'm not good at that? I don't know.
You spend the entire week inside the workshop, hammering away at toys with your fellow elves on the assembly line.
I'm hammering away at a unicorn?
And you're also holding scissors. Don't forget to whistle while you work. You gain 1 jolly, 1 speedy, and are paid 1 gumdrop. Goody? Goody shivers as she walks in from the cold, asking for you by name.
By name?
Grammy Two Shoes needs a sleigh ride over the river and through the woods back home. The trip will take the whole day tomorrow, and Goody needs someone to cover her shift on the hammering line. Pretty please?
I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't.
You gladly offer to help Goody so she can be with her family. That's what the season is about.
Exactly.
The next day, you show up at the hammering line as promised. You quickly realize you're in over your head as you feel your feeble arms giving out by lunch. You're unable to complete the day and go home early.
Oh no.
Even though she warmly accepts your apology that night, you can tell Goody is upset with you. Hey, she asked you. You gain 1 nice.
Okay, at least I still got nice for that as much as she was upset with me.
Father Christmas and Mother Earth come for the feast every year and stay a few weeks after. They're so proud of their son and what he does for all the good children of the world. Is Santa Claus Father Christmas's son? Is that what
I was going to say, yeah, I always thought Santa Claus was Father Christmas.
Santa Claus, child of Father Christmas and apparently Mother Earth,
yeah, I was gonna
just
say,
thrown
Mother
in for
Earth.
good luck.
You know, why not?
Santa doesn't always see that, though. We need him at his jolliest for the sleigh ride.
All right, you have more speed than me still, I'm assuming.
I want to go to the Museum of Christmas. Do research. You spend the week delving into Christmas's history, discovering long-forgotten family traditions. You gain 1 nice, 1 creative, and are paid 1 gumdrop.
You get paid a gumdrop just for doing research?
As you walk through one of the back halls, you can hear a heated debate in progress. It would seem the ghost of Christmas past is designing an exhibit on how Christmas changed after Santa took over.
What was it like
Father
before?
Christmas has taken offense to his portrayal in the exhibit. He doesn't think the primary focus of his reign being on his drinking revelry is appropriate. Past protests saying that it's accurate. Oh, I just thought I was overhearing it, but no, I'm apparently supposed to be putting myself in there.
Apparently. You're just being a nosy nobody.
Sure, let's support the past. We support the truth. Honesty is more important than how we feel, you explain. Father Christmas grumbles that you weren't even there as he leaves.
Aw.
Past thanks you and promises to let you be one of the first to see the exhibit. You gain one nice. Hey, I'll take that.
I wonder what you would have got if you supported Santa.
Your dream is fulfilled. And it wasn't Santa, it was Father Christmas. That's Santa's dad.
Sorry. I'm gonna go to the elf gym this time. Strength? Sure. Let's try that.
Christmas isn't Christmas without some heavy lifting. You spend the week picking up heavy presents and putting them down. You gain 3 strong. Hot damn.
Woo!
Goody Two Shoes stands next to the gym's bulletin board, tapping a foot and trying to flag down anyone that makes eye contact.
Have I been doing everything in the wrong order? The first thing I did, I needed 2 gumdrops. Didn't have them. Second thing I did, needed to be able to hammer. Wasn't strong enough for that. What is wrong with me?
I don't know. Please, Goody pleads, describing her cycling class that promises to make your mind as quick as it does your legs. You look over the flyer she's posted only to realize it costs 4 gumdrops to take that class. No wonder there's a lack of interest. I mean, you don't have 4 gumdrops. Create your
So I
own.
don't have.
Inspired by Goody's entrepreneurial ship, you head home trying to think of things you should teach cheaply at the gym. After several creative ideas, you land
Oh my
on blowing
God.
bubbles. It's all about breath control, you figure. The other gym goers don't figure the same. As you stand there begging for students, you see Goody's class filling up in one of the side rooms. Your pride throbs in agony as you shuffle home for the night. You lose 2 jolly.
Oh.
I thought you'd be happy that Goody's class was full, but apparently not.
I was gonna say, yeah, I thought it'd be like, oh, you gain 1 nice because you did something good for her.
As
Like,
November draws to a close, guests for the feast begin to arrive several days early. Time to put on the finishing touches. You never know who might show up. I'm gonna go to the gym. And I'm gonna do you think if I did strength it'd be exactly the same as yours? Or do you think there's actually a difference?
I don't know. It might be the exact same.
Well, then I'm gonna do cardio because I don't. There's a chance of it, I don't want it to be exactly the same. Christmas Eve will need you in peak condition. You spend the week making your hands and feet go fast.
So fast.
You gain 3 speedy. A tapping at the back door draws your attention. Vixen and Cupid stand with bright smiles next to the no reindeer sign. You gotta get us in. We just want to exercise.
What?
Costume repeal. No, I mean, how can I repeal the rule? I'm not in charge of the gym. So costume the reindeer. The sweatsuit and some towels on both ends of the reindeer do wonders. Cupid and Vixen become 4 elves just here to lift some weights.
What?
You stay with them while they do a routine, socializing and letting a few others in on the joke. They gleefully thank you on the way out. You gain 2 jolly. Oh, that one was nothing but nice.
I just want to say, did they do the reverse of like where it's like 2 people in a costume makes a horse? They're like
One reindeer makes 2 elves?
makes 2 elves.
I'm assuming, yeah.
Okay, so I'm tempted to go back to the elves workshop because
And try
I
the
want to
same
move
thing?
presents.
That's fair.
But I don't know, like what's right. I already went there and I play tested stuff because I kind of want to do this because that's why I was training strong because I was like, I feel like gotta be strong to move stuff, right?
It sounds like it. You spend the week taking finished toys from the workshop to the storage unit behind the sleigh where they await the big night. You gain 2 strong and are paid 1 gumdrop.
Apparently, it was the inverse of that.
Without looking, you turn to leave for the day and walk right into Mrs. Claus. A present falls from her hands and an intricately carved hammer made of high-quality material comes tumbling out of it. It would appear it's the 4-woman's birthday and Mrs. Claus was bringing her the hammer as a present. I carved it myself. Mr. Claus even imbued it with some of his Christmas magic. Mrs. Claus something.
Exclaims.
Oh, okay, you clicked too fast. The 4 women nowhere to be seen. You are given the present to deliver.
I mean, deliver it, of course. Why would I keep it?
The 4 women return shortly after and is overwhelmed by the present. She excitedly tosses you a gumdrop for your help. You gain 1 gumdrop. Over the next few days, you notice the 4 women's arms becoming increasingly toned. You admire the gift and are happy you delivered it. You gain 1 nice and 1 jolly.
Yay.
Santa is awake, I repeat, the big guy is up. The midwinter feast is upon us and there is still much to be done. Not only do we have Father Christmas and Mother Earth, but Jack Frost, the Ghost of Christmas Past, and Abby Snow, leader of the Snowkin as well. Even Krampus has decided to join us in the holiday cheer. What could go wrong?
Who the fuck is Abby Snow?
Leader of the Snowkin.
Who are the Snowkin?
I'm assuming, snow people? I mean, I'm Speedy. What would help with Speedy?
I don't know.
Oh, are they color-coded? They're color-coded.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so Speedy or Strong could do that. Okay.
I mean, I'm going to prepare the sides then, because I feel like I have both of that. Make inventive side dishes before the feast begins? Confirm. You get to work in the kitchen, helping the others prepare the traditional sides for the feast. Vegetables, potatoes, and biscuits. The favorites are all there. The feast is a little quieter than usual this year. Almost certainly because everyone is enjoying the food. I'll take it.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess I'll set the table.
I mean, you have 5 strong. Like, that was essentially my total, so.
Because, like, I don't really know that I'd be great at anything else. Because, yes, I have 2 jolly, but I have no creative. And, yeah, like, I don't have enough for dessert either. So I feel like I'll set the table.
Overflowing plates need to get to the guests.
Confirm.
You banter with the other elves as you bring out the silverware and dishes to the table. It's not the most glamorous job, but socializing helps. No one can complain about the job you've done. Yet another good feast behind us. As the dessert plates are taken away, everyone briefly settles by the hearth, ready for another year of banter. Krampus preaching about the need to punish all of bad children with coal. Abby Snow complaining about Mal and the other elves who continue to prank the Snowkin. And the ghosts of Christmas past and future arguing over which Christmas will be the best. And so, the night ends with Santa leading his parents off to Mother Earth's cottage, exiting the room with his signature jolly laugh. Oh, the map's moving. Are we unlocking more places?
That's what I was just about to ask.
Ooh. And just like that, the first letters to Santa begin pouring in.
I love that arguably it seems like we may have lost access to
Some
the
stuff.
bottom
I was
one
going to say, I
that
didn't
we
realize
didn't
that.
really touch.
We're all loosening our belts a notch after the midwinter feast, but we can't let that slow us down. Now that the big guy is awake, we can finally open up the rest of the North Pole. So yeah, again, with our camera where it is, we've unlocked the reindeer stalls, the frozen lake, the post office, and Mother Earth's garden.
And there's 4 weeks till Christmas.
I mean, I want to go to the frozen lake. Figure skate.
Make coins?
You spend the week practicing figure skating with the North Pole's team. They specialize in duos, so you better be ready to raise your partner. Oh, I'm not strong. Oh, but I gained some strong. You gain 2 strong and 1 speedy. As you stroll from the lake one evening, a white goat jumps onto the trail before you. Adorned in red ribbons, it bleats at you. I am the Yule Goat and demand
Yule
my
Goat.
gift.
What?
And you'd better get them one. It's tradition. Everyone knows that the Yule Goat doesn't need anything big, but it's naughty to decline their demands. Sure, I guess I have that.
I was gonna say, you actually have enough.
You raise a finger and promise to be back in a moment. The Christmas spirit puts some speed in your step. You find yourself at the soda jerk asking for a sugary drink fit for the Yule Goat. When you return, the goat bleats its approval and hops back into the trees. You pay 2 gumdrops. You gain 1 nice, 1 jolly, and 1 speedy.
Okay. I could use some creative, but I don't know.
Where to get that?
Yeah. Maybe Mother Earth's garden?
Maybe.
Do you think meditating would make me creative? I feel like I want to do things, though, you know? So I feel like I want to tend to the garden.
That's fair.
I'm gonna try it.
You spend the week in Mother Earth's garden enjoying her conversation and helping her tend to the plants. She's the best company. You gain 2 creative and 1 strong.
I was right.
You were. You're in the garden late one evening when you spot an active fire pit nearby. Father Christmas sits on a tree stump tending it with a stick, visibly relaxed. He waves you over and directs you to a stump opposite his. You enjoy the warmth of the flames as Father Christmas begins telling you about when he ran the holiday. Christmas was still about family in my day, he said, but it was more about the family you choose. You leave the evening feeling like you understand him a little bit better. You gain 1 jolly.
Woo!
The letters from all the children of the world have begun to pile so high that a spool of lights has been draped around them. It creates a most festive scene in the post office. While a sight to see, we need to get through those letters on the double. If Santa sees, he'll probably let out one of his jolly laughs, but he'll be angry. Don't think that's how laughing
I
works.
was gonna say, I want to go to the post office. I feel like you gotta be strong for all those letters, right?
Yeah, I kind of want to go to the post office too. Deliver letters to Santa, mix-up letters. I mean, mix-up letters sounds bad. So if you're going to go there, then I'm going to go to the reindeer stalls. I'll train the reindeer. You spend the week running the reindeer, young and old, through their training courses. Every so often, you try out one of the jumps, and nope. You gain 1 speedy, 1 creative, and are paid 1 gumdrop. As you stroll between the stalls and training area one evening, a white goat jumps onto the trail before you.
You have just barely
Adorned
enough to
in
pay
red
it.
ribbons, it bleats at you. I am the Yule Goat and demand my gift. You better get them one.
You're gonna be so speedy.
That's tradition. Everyone knows that the Yule Goat doesn't need anything big, but it's naughty to decline their demands. I'll buy him a gift. You raise a finger. Promise to be back in a moment.
What are you doing this time?
Put some speed in your step. You find yourself at the post office asking for
Oh.
festive stamps fit for the Yule Goat.
At least it's
a
something different.
gift. Yeah. When you return, the goat bleats its approval and hops back into the trees. You paid 2 gumdrops. You gain 1 nice, 1 jolly, and 1 speedy.
You're too fast now. I feel like that's a problem. Okay, let's deliver letters to Santa. I hope I don't... Because the other thing is you might need to be speedy for
Well, that's
it.
kind of what I was thinking too, but you wanted to do it, so I was like, I'll let you do it. You spend the week hauling letters from all the children of the world to Santa's workshop. They pour all their hopes and dreams into every letter, so you better get them to the big guy. You gain 1 nice, 1 speedy, and are paid 1 gumdrop. One of the managers drops a pile of mail into your hands, asking you to take it to the back room. Not wanting to come up the works, you make your way into the back. On the door is a sign that reads, "Beware the sorting machine." You creak the door open and hear a shriek. You enter in time to see Krampus going through the mail.
Krampus.
He loses his balance, falls
Oh,
into a pit
no.
in the middle of the room, congested with presents. The sorting machine. Do you help Krampus?
I feel like I gotta help him, right?
I mean, it's up to you.
Or is that considered naughty because Krampus is bad?
I don't know. In a general sense, being nice to anyone, regardless of who they are.
That's what I
is
was
nice.
thinking.
Krampus's feet kick towards the ceiling as he descends face first deeper into the sorting machine. You grab hold of his ankles and, with a tug, he pops back out. You set him down as he grumbles a thank you and shuffles out of the room. You gain 1 nice and 1 jolly.
Yay!
Krampus has started to snoop around the outskirts of the town. Every year he tries to get his hands on the naughty nice list, and almost every year we stop him. Almost. Oh, the horror for the poor naughty children. Santa usually goes soft on them, but Krampus? Nope. Krampus makes sure the naughty ones get their coal. Alright.
Alright.
We haven't been to the woods.
I was gonna say, yeah, we haven't been to the woods at all.
Yeah, Feast with Snowkin.
Oh, they're so cute.
You spend the week participating in the Snowkin communal feasts. Ideas and stories are shared freely as you relax into the evenings. You gain 1 nice, 1 jolly, and 1 creative. One afternoon, as you're sitting down for lunch under a tree, you hear a rustling in the distance. Before you can do anything, Prancer prances past you at high speed. Her bad habit of finding herself out here with no way back to the stalls is going to be the ruin of Christmas. Your lunch sits in your lap, but you can still hear Prancer getting farther away from you. I mean, I'll chase Prancer. Prancer shouldn't be out here. Unless it's rude because to leave a feast. But I mean, I'm fast. I should chase Prancer.
I feel like that sounds like a good idea.
You sigh as you take off into the woods after Prancer. When you catch up, she slows down and smiles. She explains that she's lost, but that this is her favorite place to go in all the North Pole. As you gaze around at the scenery, you start to agree. You lead Prancer back to the stalls, collecting a quick reward before heading back to your lunch. You gain 1 nice and are paid 2 gumdrops. Oh, and we're 2 weeks till Christmas.
Let's see, what else? I was just visit the exhibit. I already delivered letters. You cleaned. Did you you trained?
I trained
right?
the reindeer.
What was the other option? Make coins. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
Maybe I'll make coins?
Do it. You spend the week making coins. Oh, literal coins. I thought you would make money, but I guess that's gumdrops. You spend the week making coins out of the ice like Jack Frost taught you. You're able to trade the coins for 3 gumdrops. Okay, it
so
was kind of making money. You hear singing as you walk past the frozen lake one day. Everyone is exchanging empty presents and imagining it to be just what they've always wanted. Jack Frost walks up and tells you he borrowed the tradition from a human town he spent a winter in years ago.
Should I buy real presents?
I don't know.
I have. What else am I using the gumdrops for? I feel like I got to.
It's time to show these people what the perfect present really looks like.
Oh, now that sounds rude.
It does. You stroll in and out of the workshop with a pile of toys, quite the workout. It doesn't take long to get them into the nondescript boxes used by tradition and inject them into the gift-giving mix. A chain reaction of surprise and delight ripples through the crowd. They all start opening real presents, believing them to have been conjured by the magic of the tradition. Jack sees what you've done and confronts you. That's not the point of the gift giving, but you brought some joy here today. You gain 2 jolly and 1 strong.
Yay!
Now the Christmas snow is set in. With only a week to go, the power of eggnog and candy canes have us all dashing for the finish line. Breathe in that Christmas spirit one more time. We'll be sleeping until next November again soon enough, because apparently they take a year-long nap.
Apparently. Although it's not really a year long, it's more like 10, 11 months.
Yeah. Was they're only awake for 2 months, essentially, November, December. And even then, I'm assuming, cut it off after Christmas, so it's not even all of December. I'm going to go to Stop moving the mouse.
Sorry.
Mother Earth's garden, and I'm going to meditate.
Meditate!
Sometimes you just need to clear your mind and let it all go. You meditate on the edge of the garden, enjoying the view of the North Pole. You gain 2 jolly and 1 creative. You hear a hearty laugh coming from the cottage beside the garden. Mother Earth comes out holding a book in one hand and her stomach in the other as she continues cackling. Santa follows behind her, blushing. Mother Earth waves you down and shoves the book into your hands. There are several pictures of a naked toddler, cheeks glistening in the winter snow beneath an outdoor Christmas tree. The other pictures on the page are equally adorable, yet horribly embarrassing for whoever they are. Wait, is this a young Santa?
Of course it is.
I mean, I feel like it's too mean to... You gotta make Santa happy.
Yeah.
You decide to smile rather than laugh. You point out how cute the pictures are and tell Santa how your parents have established pictures just like this. He starts to smile. I only laugh because I love you, Mother... That was the wrong voice. I thought it was Santa. I only laugh because I love you, Mother Earth says warmly. You nudge Santa until he goes and gives his mama a big hug. The two go back inside, laughing together. You gain 1 nice and 1 jolly.
Look at those stats. Okay, what? I suppose we haven't actually seen the exhibit,
No.
So sure, let's see the exhibit.
You spend the week following the Ghost of Christmas Past tour around the halls of the museum. Fascinated by this week's special exhibit, you gain 2 creative and 1 jolly. The Ghost of Christmas Past waves you over to one of the side rooms that is typically roped off. The room is dimly lit by candles, and in its center is a silver and gold bowl of water atop a pedestal. I've channeled my ability to look into the past into this device. If you drop 2 gumdrops within, you'll be able to view your happiest Christmas memories. They flourish their hand at the bowl and step away, giving you space. What do you do?
I mean, I feel like I've got a because I have the gumdrops for it. It'll probably give me like Jolly or something.
You dig around in your pockets and produce 2 plump gumdrops. The water begins to let off a fog that draws in your gaze as the gumdrops breach the surface. You see one of your first Christmases. You were young, didn't have any expectations, and yet they were all surpassed. You see family that haven't been around for years. Aww. A sense of warmth takes hold of you as you drift into nostalgia. After the vision fades, you give past your thanks. You leave the museum for the night feeling like a new elf. You lose 2 gumdrops, but you gain 4 jolly.
Look at how jolly
You're the jolliest fucking elf. Christmas Eve is upon us. The remote workshop outside is being behind scheduled, and if we don't get their deadlines met, all the children of not here will wake up with nothing but presents from their parents. God forbid. Prancer is pranced off. That sleigh won't fly with only 7 reindeer. I already found Prancer. I don't have to find him again. Worst of all, Krampus is closing in on the naughty list, and luckily he hasn't gotten yet, but he's sure to take advantage of all this chaos. Stay on the curls of your shows, elves. We've got a sleigh to pack.
Alright, so what are you doing?
I mean, I feel like I should definitely do something speedy, which is either attach reindeer or catch Prancer.
I feel like I'm probably gonna pack the sleigh because I've got like 1,000,000 jolly and strong.
I would say this would be the best stats-wise for me because I'm 8 and 5. So as much as I feel like I need to catch Prancer, but I mean, I don't know how much what we choose matters or if we get multiple choices.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I'm going to attach reindeer first. The reindeer are getting antsy. Help wrangle them. With quick feet, quick hands, and quick wit, you wrangle the 7 remaining reindeer. Even Dasher was no match for your speed. You bait him until the other elves get into position. It isn't long before the others fall in line. Your skill with the reindeer helps Christmas immensely.
Interesting that... does it like cost nice to help Krampus?
Maybe. But I mean, are you helping him find the naughty list? Because that seems weird.
But yeah, pack the sleigh. Like, look at those stats.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's literally like, that's... You got this. These presents are heavy. With a whistle on your lips and some pep in your step, you get to loading the presents onto the sleigh. Not only do you lift the largest presents with ease, your jolliness inspires the others to work just as hard as you. You load the last gift well before Santa has arrived. Your work ethic has helped Christmas immensely. It's hard to believe another Christmas Eve is over.
Kind of wish we'd got more opportunities to do more of those things there.
It's been a long 2 months, but no matter the outcome, we'd never trade them for the world. All that matters is that we did this together and that we enjoyed ourselves as we did so. This year, however, went off without a hitch. Krampus was never able to figure out where the naughty and nice list was this year, ensuring all children of the world would be getting a present from Santa. Even though that seems like the status quo, an incredible amount of effort went into ensuring this Christmas would be a wonderful one. When everything is done right, the children will never know if you've done anything at all. Merry Christmas, everyone. The next week is all about reflection and one last chance to enjoy yourselves before we snooze for 10 months.
Okay, at least they admit that it's only 10 months and not a full year.
You spend the days following Christmas gleefully bouncing from gathering to gathering. Your friends need to show off everything they got this year after all. At one party you see a rare sight. Geudy, Two Shoes, and Mal locked in conversation. Mal sighs and rolls his eyes as Geudy gushes over how long the nice list was this year. Even if Krampus had found the list, she goes on, there wouldn't have been enough naughty children to be worthy replacing their presents with coal. Mal grumbles. And the night went on much like that, with Geudy happily going on while Mal stifled protests. The memory of his eventual storming out has you chuckling until hibernation. The time you spent putting presents into Santa's sack stays with you for several days. It's bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. It must be dimensionally transcendental. It's like a TARDIS. You make your way to storage to see if you can figure out how it works, but are turned away before heading off.
I just noticed that I think it's like swapped between these.
I was going to say,
like,
yeah, that was my story.
Like,
This is your story. Before heading off to hibernate, you begin your Christmas list. The sack, just like Santa's, is at the top.
I want a sack just
apparently.
like Santa's.
I mean, an interdimensional, transcendental sack. Assuming that's the end.
The worst of friends. I'm assuming that's the, like... Developers or whatever.
Well, it was definitely interesting, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the kind of game, like obviously this is a video game, but that's the kind of game that would be like really good, you know, in a board game with that kind of, you know, adventure setting of like, you gain this skill, you gain this skill, go do this quest. Oh, you need this level of skills to do.
Yeah. I feel like it definitely would be kind of like the Game of Life.
Yeah.
But like in a Christmas version, I feel like there has to be a board game like this already.
Oh, I'm sure there is. It's just I'm just saying this one specifically I feel like would be really good. But yeah, if you haven't yet, go check out some of our videos and let us know if you'd like to see more special content like this, because it's been fun doing this. Yeah, it's been different, but enjoyable. Happy holidays, Wanderers.
Happy holidays.
I couldn't sleep late at night, looking for Santa with lights. Those are the memories I still remember. Then